Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be doing an acrylic set using my flexi hand, some nail Camille Genesis acrylic and some nail sugar confettis and glitter. I didn't show you what colours I'm using stupidly, but this one is called Freesia. This is the like neon-y pink one and it's really pretty. I love this one, and I'll tell you what they are as we go through. So those of you who don't listen, you won't know, but actually I'll put titles up at the bottom, because I know some people watch videos but they don't have sound on and stuff, so I'll put titles at the bottom anyway. So what I'm doing is half of the nail. Now I struggle to do this, but you know, sometimes if you're not very good at things, you should give it a go anyway, because it pushes yourself, doesn't it? So what I'm doing is, if I was doing color blocking the other way, like this is going to be a vertical color blocked nail kind of thing. So I'm going to do like half the nail with acrylic, and the other half is going to be like clear with pips in. I struggle a lot with color blocking. It's not my bag, but then I don't do it very often, so it's one of those things that you if you practice, you will get good at something. So I should do a little bit more color blocking really to get, you know, to improve, to get better at it. Now normally I didn't bother doing this, but file down that center line and it would make it nice and crisp. I didn't do that. I just thought, sod it, you know, this is going to be enough for me. Now I was trying to put enough acrylic on that I wasn't going to have to worry about doing a what do you call it, an apex or whatever, but I did actually end up having to put some clear on anyway, but you know, hey ho, I'm gonna just do this how I want to do it. It's not the straightest of, actually it's not too bad, it's not that bad. What I'm going to do then is, these are the pips from Nail Sugar. I love these so much. You might think, oh, they're a bit boring, but you can do so much with them. So what I'm going to do is, on this side I'm putting a little bit of acrylic clear, just enough to lay some of those pips in. Don't obviously make it thick because you don't want to make the nail bulky. And then what I'm going to do is, sometimes I use a little bead of clear acrylic to pick the pips up. Sometimes I put a little bit of acrylic on the nail and then put the pip on. But you can do it however you want. Now I can't remember who it was. I think it was Liz Guild that done half a nail like this and then the other half was pips, or whatever you want to call these, petals. I think it was Liz Guild, and I just liked it, so I thought I was going to use it in this design. There we go. I'm not going to worry about cutting any in half. I'm just going to put enough on that it covers the whole nail. And then, I'm sorry if you can hear diggers in the background. Over the road, there was a chocolate factory and it closed a little while ago, and they're now knocking it down. And it's all crumbled on the floor, but there's still diggers out there. They're obviously trying to sort out the rubble that's left over, but it's quite noisy. So I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background today. So where were we? Right, index finger. I'm going to do exactly the same as I did. Oh, that's noisy. Let's turn that off. Ting! I'm going to do exactly the same as I did on the, what's that one? On the ring finger. I'm going to do the same on the index as I did on the ring finger. And again, I am trying to build up a little bit of an apex area on that side. You can do just like a thin layer and then cap it in clear. I think they're strength powders. I'm not sure actually. I don't know. You could do a thinner layer, and then yeah, do it. You know, build up your structure in clear. I did a little bit too much there. Never mind. Not the end of the world. So I'm just going to carry on doing this. Okay, and then I'm going to do exactly the same with the pips. We're going to cover this one side, but we're going to use pink now. So everything that we've done on the ring finger, we're doing the opposite on the index. then they'll both look like this. Then we can move on to the middle finger. The middle finger is going to be a marble. So what I'm going to do is I'm just putting a little bit of bee balms at the cuticle area, and I'm going to just work it down a little bit just so that I know that I've got a nice neat cuticle area. And then I'm going to start by placing some wet beads of, so this is, I've got freesia, bee balms and lily, which is the white one. And then I'm going to use the tip of my brush to manipulate that wet acrylic. So normally what I like to do is go down to the left and up to the right, and then don't overwork it. Sometimes my marbles end up really poop, and other times they end up like nice, like I'm like to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And you know what, I wasn't mad with this one. I actually really like this one. I'm going to put a little bit more white there because there was a little bit of a gap, and then I do put some white through it a little bit more. I just thought the white was nice to break up the colour a little bit, and here as well, and here and here. There we go. So that's going to be my marble. Then I've got some glitters from Nail Sugar. I've got Lava Lamp and Dippy Hippie. These are some of the newer glitters that were released for spring and summer. On the pinky now, we are going to go in with bee balms. So we're going to cover this whole nail in bee balms. I love this colour. Oh, I'm not an orange fan, but I have this thing about neon orange, and also like corally oranges I really like corally orange or corally pinky peachy orange. Yeah, love it. So now we have covered the whole nail. I was just making sure that the colour was nice and even. I'm going to use Lava Lamp on this nail. So while the acrylic is still wet, I've just gone in with my damp brush. I've dipped it into that glitter, and then I will rub it into the acrylic that is still wet, so that we don't need to use a wet bead to pick up the acrylic. So this is going to stop the nail getting bulky. Isn't that pretty? Oh my days, I just love that. It just screams summer. On the pinky, even though this is the thumb, on the thumb again we're going to do the same. It's kind of like I want the nail to be all sort of like a symmetrical, is that the right word? Even though it's not kind of, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, right, we're going to copy the pinky, but we're going in with pink. So I've got the freesia on the thumb. That's going to be our base colour. And then I'm going to go over this while it's still wet with Dippy Hippie, which is the pink. Oh, it's so nice. It's got a bit of an orangey tinge to it, hasn't it, when the light hits it? Orangey, yellowy. It's nice. Oh, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is, I thought I was going to put a little bit of glitter through the marble, but because this nail had, it started to set, or it had set by the time I put the glitter on, I've picked up the glitter with a wet bead of clear acrylic to apply this, and I'm going to put it on the nail in the same direction as the marble goes. Then, this is the finished set. So what I'm going to do is I will cap it all in clear, and I will give it a file and a buff. I really like this set so far. I was really pleased with how this turned out. And yeah, right, so we filed and buffed. Now we're going to do a little bit more to it. We're going to need the Artisan gel paints in white. If you haven't got this, you could use a gel polish. I just like the gel paints because they are thicker and they have they're very pigmented, so you don't need masses of it. And what I'm going to do is, because I wasn't too pleased with my colour block, I'm going to use my Natalie Mugridge Nail Sugar detailer brush, and I'm going to put a white line down the centre of each of those colour block nails, and I will just give it a quick flash cure before I do the other one using my UV torch. My eldest boy said, oh, is that a flashlight, a black light, mummy? And I suppose it is really, isn't it? A black light, I don't know. So I'm going to do the same on the orange nail with the pink pips. My lines were not very neat at all, but they were, you know what, they were straight enough. That was a little bit wibbly wobbly there. I need more of a, I need like a mini striper brush, I think. I'll have to invest, but you know what? I don't know, whatever. Cure that for 60 seconds. Then I'm using my 3D acrylic brush. This is one I got from Miss You. And I've got Lily from Natalie. Oh my goodness. But before we do the 3D work, we're going to need to top coat the nails. So I'm using the non-wipe top coat from Natalie. I didn't say it. It's top coating time. Yes, it is. And I have sped this bit up actually because we've still got quite a lot. Actually, it's not quite a lot, but we've still got some stuff to do. And I didn't want this video to get too long because it's still just one design. But the if you want, you could do this matte, but I don't know what it was, right? I think last year or sort of earlier this year, I've been into matte nails, and now for some reason I am living for shiny nails. I think it's because I am just loving that line, the light line in the, you know, in the reflection of the nails. I just love that at the moment. Look how wonky that white line is. Oh my god. Actually, don't look. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Yes, I did that. Oh dearie me. Never mind. You won't really notice it, I don't think, in a bit, she says, keeping her fingers crossed. Okay, so Natalie gel polishes and their top coats cure in an LED lamp for 30 seconds. So I'm going to pop that into my LED lamp to bake. And then once it's, once it came out, I decided that I was just going to go underneath the nails with the clear parts with the top coat as well. This one, and you know where the pips are, because I think if you top coat underneath, it just makes the clarity, it just gives it more clarity, I think, because it's, yeah, just because, why the heck not? There we go. And then on the other one, I think it might rain. This is, do you know what, since lockdown, we've had beautiful weather, like since the beginning of lockdown, for like nearly 3.5 weeks. And I think it might rain. Right, so this is a crystal mix from the Crystal Parade. This one is called Spring Fling, and you get 50 crystals in here. I can't remember what size they are, but they've all got like a shimmer on the top of them, and they're really pretty. And I thought I would use the orange ones for this. So what I'm doing is I am going to create like 3. Can you hear that? My son's got his walkie-talkies out. I'm going to create 3 petals to create half of a flower, and it's going to look like the flower is coming off the nail. And now my friend Karen, my bestie friend Karen, she doesn't keep on at me, bless her, but she keeps saying, oh, you should do a bit of 3D nail art. And I haven't done it for so long, so I thought I would give it a go. I don't think I've done too badly, considering. But what I'm doing is I'm going to like push up with the belly of my brush to create like a petal shape, and then I'm going to point out where it meets the center of the flower. I hope I'm making sense, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. And you don't want to work on the bead until it has kind of started to, like, I was working way too soon. I am impatient, I can't help it, but you have to leave it to set for a little bit. Then you can sort of start manipulating the bead a bit. Otherwise it's just gonna end up like messy, as I've learned out so many times. There we go. I'm just going to leave it like that. And then, because it's like a symmetrical set kind of thing going on, we're going to do exactly the same on the ring finger. But for now, I'm going to use the Natalie Crystal Totalist Gem Glue, and in the centre of that flower, we're going to put a dollop of this gem glue. And we are then going to find a orange, I was going to say pink, an orangey coloured crystal. I think these are Swarovskis. They sell some Preciosa crystals, and I can't remember if these are Preciosa or if they are Swarovskis. I can't remember, but a lot of the ones I've got from them are Swarovskis. So like, I've done the same on that other nail, but going you know, on the pink, and it's on the other side of the nail. Again, a dollop of Crystal Totalist Gem Glue, and then an orange stone. I don't think they had any pinky one. I don't know. I don't think they had pinky ones, which is why I had to use 2 oranges. Always 1 orange and 1 yellow. I can't remember. I don't know. Flash cure it quickly before you pop it in the lamp so it doesn't wobble around or go anywhere. And ta-da! Bob's your uncle, fan is your aunt. You've got yourself a set of nails. Ta-da! I'm going to leave all the links to everyone that I used in the description box below. I do have a discount code for Nail Sugar. It is NatMug10, all in caps. You can get 10% off if you place a cheeky order. Do check out Nailchemy and the Crystal Parade. Hope you like this set. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Have I forgotten anything? I don't think I have. So I will see you beautiful lot tomorrow. Yeah, don't forget to come and join my Facebook group too. It'll be in the description box.